How's she going, boys? Mike here, welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. I'm so glad you dropped in today because we are going to continue the work on the Can-Am 500 Max XT ATV. We're going to finish off the maintenance on it. And like I had shown in when I was doing the oil change video, it's quite a little challenge to get into the Can-Am to do any kind of maintenance on it. And for just general maintenance, man, you got to set aside a half a day because it takes that long just to get to what you want to work on. So let's go see how we make out. I've said before, and I'll say it again too, the Can-Am, I like the Can-Am. It's a good machine. It's well built. It's well designed, I think, well engineered. Good solid parts, pieces, and the fit and finish is excellent. But to work on it, man dear, she's a real beast to work on. So what I'm going to do now is I want to check the air cleaner. Now I'm just going to show you what's all involved to check the air cleaner on the Can-Am. So we start with the seat. Now I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Since this is a 2-up machine, it should be a little bit more complex to take the seat off. Then they suggest you take this piece out. Well, that comes off pretty easy because the air cleaner is down in here. Now they're talking about taking the dash panel out. Well, that just kind of flips forward. And then there's a clip there, and there, and there. There's one stuck around front you can hardly reach. And then there's one in there. I think there's one more. Right there. Excuse my back. And then if we're lucky, we can flip this up over here. There. And there's our air cleaner. Now, also in the manual they talk about taking these side panels off, but I think that's if you wanted to clean, you know, the air and take the tube down to the carbs and everything. But now I need a Phillips screwdriver. Actually, I think I can just pull this right out of here. There. So I guess I needed to loosen this gear clamp instead of this one. Anyway, there it is. And my air cleaner looks pretty dirty. And I don't have a spare. So I'm going to try and clean this one. There we go. So I'm going to try and blow that out, see how I make out. And I'm going to rinse this out in some cleaner. But anyway, that's what's involved to get into your air cleaner. So you have to take the seat off, that's no big deal. You have to take a gear clamp off, that's no big deal. But to get at the actual cover, you have to take a lot of the dash area apart. And I don't know about you, but that's, I don't know. Anyways, we got her out. Okay, I washed out the foam. I don't have a spare filter, so I'm going to have to order one. But I blew this out. So we're going to put this back in here. This gear clamp back on it. Okay, then we put the foam. And I blew out the air box and the cover. So then this goes back in here. And orients down in there out of the way. Then we can just tighten this gear clamp up a little. Then we can put the cover back in place if we can. That's the other thing about getting into these things. You have to put everything back together. That doesn't seem to be sitting down on there just quite right. That's why. You did. Strong fingers to get these clips on too. You can see it, but you can't get the hand on it. There we go. Nothing to it. Now, get the body parts back in place. That's that one. That's that one. And that's that one. I will say about the Can-Am, they really, the two ups especially, the passenger seat, it's super comfy. Really nice up there. In fact, I think that's a more comfortable seat than the main saddle. Okay, air cleaner, done. Sticker time again, boys, oh boys, I like sticker time. And this week in the mail, I received a nice letter from David from Pale Horse Outdoors. David has a nice property on the left coast out in Washington in the U.S., Washington State. And he's got a Kubota tractor. Now, we won't hold that against him, right? A Kubota tractor, because all tractors are nice, just Kubota is just not red enough. But David has a Kubota, and on his Kubota he has a grapple, and he uses the grapple a lot on his property because he's building trails through his property all over the place. The trails are really nice too. Another thing that he does that I really liked was he's got a landscape rake, and he took the tines out of the center of his rake, so now he just goes over his trails with this rake, and it just rakes up the 2 tire tracks and leaves the mound of grass in the middle. He calls them farm trails, I think they call them, or farm road trails. Pretty neat. So we're going to put David right here, I think. I think that's a good spot for him, eh? There you go, David from Pale Horse Outdoors. I'd check him out if I were you. Alright, if you can see right in there, that's what I'm after. Now, if we can get the, there we go. Alright, that didn't work out too bad, you know. So now this is the rear differential, or rear universal joint on the drive shaft. Just give 2 squirts to that guy. And then there's one at the back of the bike. We'll try to get that one next. Alright, I'm not too sure what all you're going to get to see here, because I can't even hardly see. The grease gun has to go right in there. Well, I don't know what you're seeing, but anyways, I'm hooked on there. I don't know if you saw any of that at all, but I did get a little grease in it. Alright, we're going to have a look at the engine coolant now. It's full, anyways. I've got one of these old gauges. Tells you how good the coolant is. So that says, if I'm reading it correctly, it's good for minus 36. So that should be plenty. And then we'll check our brake fluid. We'll get the cap off. You've got to have tiny hands to work on this, eh? There we go. Lots of fluid, and it's nice and clean looking. So that's good. Okay, I often run into problems. The bike won't start, and what I've discovered was it's battery connections that cause it to fail to start, not a bad battery. So I'm just going to check my battery connections here. If I can do this without welding everything together. And once again, to get this battery out, I don't know, we have to be Houdini. So that terminal was a little loose, so hopefully that'll take care of it. And now the terminal at the back, I don't know. Cover me, I'm going in. I can't even get my hand in there, so how am I supposed to adjust it or tighten it? Well, I got on it, and it was a little bit loose, so I'm glad I struggled to get that. Okay, that was a very quick run through on doing some maintenance on my Can-Am. Maintenance on any ATV is probably similar to that, changing the oil, changing the air filter, changing the oil filter, you know, checking things over, the visible things. It's worthwhile doing because it makes your machine run longer and it's more reliable when it's out on the trail. So thanks for tuning in, and if you're new to the channel, thank you very much. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested, I've got lots more videos. Just go in into my playlists or under my channel and you can see all my videos. And leave me a comment please, and thumbs up me. Let me know who you are and what you thought of the video. And for my regular viewers, thanks a million. You know I love getting the thumbs up and I love the comments, so don't be afraid. I hope everybody's having a great week. Take care folks. We'll talk.